Welcome to Epicity X. Today, I'm excited to share my thoughts on the brand new iPhone 16 Pro Max. This model brings some notable upgrades, including enhanced speed, a larger display, and a new feature that everyone's been talking about, the camera control. So let's go through everything you need to know about this phone, starting with the unboxing. And as we're talking about this, guys, I'd appreciate if you can like this video and subscribe to this channel. The packaging of the phone is a familiar one, with the phone's picture on the front and the logo and the name of the phone on the sides. Excuse my impatience, but I've already removed the seal, so we're ready to lift off the lid. The first thing you see as soon as you open the box is the iPhone itself, dressed in a sleek black titanium finish. I recently reviewed the iPhone 16 Pro that was in the desert titanium, but I must say, this has to be my favorite color. Somehow, this feels even more high-end and luxurious than the desert titanium. If you're curious about the desert titanium phone, feel free to check out my iPhone 16 Pro review. Inside the box, you'll find a high-end USB-C cable made of thick braided nylon. However, it's worth noting that this is the only accessory included. You'll also find a new stack of paperwork. Notably, Apple has omitted the classic Apple stickers. Now that we've got the iPhone out of the box, let's power it on and navigate through the setup process. There are a couple of notable features to the hardware of this phone. One, the capture button, which was first featured in the iPhone 15 Pro models. The new exciting addition this year is the camera control button. This new feature is located on the side of the device and serves as a shortcut to the camera app. You'll need to experiment with it to fully grasp the functionalities, but I'll delve into that more shortly. First, let's discuss the size. The iPhone 16 Pro Max comes in a 6.9-inch display, 0.2 of an inch larger than the previous Pro Max models. While the overall dimensions of the phone aren't dramatically different, it does feature slimmer bezels, which contribute to a larger screen area. If you compare it to last year's model, you might notice an increased size, but it won't be by much. In terms of build quality, the black titanium finish is striking, though it does attract fingerprints. Most of the physical design otherwise remains consistent with previous models. Now let's dive into the camera control button. The new physical feature allows you to launch the camera app with a press and even snap photos directly. The button is essentially built into the build of the phone, so it doesn't stand out and doesn't interfere with the regular day-to-day use of the phone. Once you have the camera open, you can access additional camera settings with a half click or a double click to get additional options, and by swiping on it to adjust additional settings on the camera. Apple has gone all out to make iPhone 16 models the premium camera phones, so this button helps in that aspect. But as a non-photographer, I'm having a hard time finding much use for this button. I'm perfectly content using all of my camera controls through the touchscreen. That being said, I am curious to see what the third-party apps will end up doing with the utility of this button. Looking ahead, Apple Intelligence, the company's suite of AI features, is set to launch via a software update later this year. While it's disappointing that these features weren't available at launch, the promise of future enhancements is exciting. Meanwhile, the new iOS 18 brings a variety of customization options, improving the overall user experience. You'll find features like the new app icon settings that allow much more customization with the placement of icons, and some other changes like to the built-in apps like camera. The 16 Pro and Pro Max are powered by the latest A18 Pro chip and 8 GB of RAM. While everyday performance might not feel drastically different, this powerful processor will be crucial for future features like Apple Intelligence. But if you're wondering if this powerful processor has any use for now, I say it does, particularly for gaming. Gaming on this phone is pretty incredible. The gaming experience feels so much more alive and immersive on this phone. It really does feel like a noticeable upgrade. Apple also claims that the battery life on the new iPhone 16s is the best yet, with an extra hour or two of usage under certain conditions. Charging speeds have improved, allowing for a 0 to 50% charge in just 30 minutes. As for display, the 6.9-inch LTPO Super Retina XDR OLED screen remains unchanged in terms of resolution and refresh rate. The only minor enhancement is the ability to dim down to just 1 nit of brightness, which can be handy in dark environments. Finally, let's talk about the camera. This year's iPhone upgrades include improvements to the main 48MP lens, the 12MP periscope telephoto lens, and the brand new 48MP ultra-wide lens. The selfie camera hasn't changed much. In the camera app, you'll notice features like the photographic styles, which allow for quick customization of your photos. Going back to the phone being a premium camera phone, the video on this phone is impressive, especially with the new capability of a 4K 120fps slow motion video. just incredible. The iPhone 16 Pro Max is the latest flagship phone for Apple, and it certainly comes with some noticeable changes, including to the hardware, which can be rare for iPhones. If you enjoy photography, you should definitely get this phone. If not, and if you have a recent iPhone already, whether or not you should get this new phone will depend on your personal use and on what new advancements Apple Intelligence will be bringing, which we'll have to wait on for a little bit more. That concludes this video. If you enjoyed it, please like this video and subscribe to this channel. I appreciate your support and thank you for watching.